People build these tunnels, and they've built them for decades. There's a lot, and elite celebrities, they go down there for parties.
An after party tonight?
Yeah. Allie Carter is not lying. When that baby said that there's tunnels under elementary, middle, and high schools, she not lying. We used to skip in the tunnels in my school, and it's crazy.
So you're telling me that the port workers that are currently on strike are hearing screaming children from the shipping containers? Now walk with me. Do we not know that Miss Allie Carter has spoken about underground tunnels and shipping containers? And what about all these movies out lately, like The Mother, in which J-Lo, her character, finds children in a shipping container? Miss Allie Carter.
Is Allie Carter being silenced?
I'm sure she is. I hope it's not my fault.
Do something with it.
It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in and needing me. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me always. Money coming in all day. Money coming in all paid. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, this is money coming. It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in and needing me. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, this is money coming. This is.
There's cities underground. There's warehouses underground. There's actual homes underground. People build these tunnels, and they've built them for decades. There's a lot, and elite celebrities, they go down there for parties. Underneath the Getty Museum in Los Angeles, California. I was there for a cock party. We walked through the museum, through the garden area, and employees led us to underground tunnels. We had to take an elevator and stairs. We had to be led. There is no way that you can just walk into a tunnel. The entrances and the exits are in your face, but there's no way that you can just walk through tunnels. You'll get stuck. You'll go deeper and deeper, and you won't be able to come back out because it's hard, because the tunnels run all different directions for miles and miles and miles and miles. So if you go down the wrong one, you'll get stuck, and it's confusing to turn back around and get back to where you're going. So you have to be led in and out. I think people assume that when you get underground, it's just this dirt, and you keep going deeper, and there's more dirt, and then there's cages. No, that's not how it works. The Playboy Mansion. The Playboy Mansions. I met some really elite people when I was there. I had to do jobs with some elite celebrities.
I'm a psychic medium, so I actually, like, every time I walk past his house, and obviously the Playboy Mansion's right there, and we know about the tunnels that connect from the Playboy Mansion.
To here?
I'm sure they connect here. Why wouldn't they?
There are places that connect, so what kind of energy? What kind of energy are you picking up?
There's just like darkness. I mean, in general, like, I've always had weird feelings on this street.
Yeah.
This type. Well, the Playboy Mansion's down there, so I always thought it was the Playboy Mansion. It wasn't until probably a year ago that I realized this was Diddy's house.
I cannot believe what went on under it. Playboy magazine reports it has just discovered blueprints for a network of tunnels beneath the mansion that supposedly led to the homes of Jack Nicholson, Warren Beatty, James Caan,
Will you watch yourself burn?
and Kirk Douglas. Now dig this. A photo from the late 70s allegedly showing an excavation in progress beneath the mansion. And this one shows the newly discovered tunnel plans. Check out the bunny logo on the plywood wall. Best of all, the blueprint. It says this tunnel leads to James Caan's house. This one to Jack Nicholson's. This one to Kirk Douglas's. And this one goes all the way to Warren Beatty's house.
Allie Carter is not lying. When that baby said that there's tunnels under elementary, middle, and high schools, she not lying. We used to skip in the tunnels in my school. And it's crazy because only a select few people knew about it. And if you went down there without the right person, you would get lost forever. So there was an entryway through the basement. And I don't know who found it first, but it was like only the people who could keep a secret knew about it. So we were skipping in the tunnels. And it just so happened that my brother and his dummy friends were down there. And they, like, the tunnels come up in different parts of the city. Like, the depend on how long you walk. So my brother and his friends had got caught. And the police were called. But it's weird because there was never, like, a official police report. And then after, the police were never looking for them, but found me and my friend. And then when they told our parents, they never mentioned the tunnels at all. They said that they caught us skipping outside the school grounds. And we didn't tell because why the fuck would I tell my mom that I was in the tunnels with a boy? So I didn't tell, the police didn't tell, the school didn't tell. Nobody ever mentioned the tunnels. And then the basement where the entryway was like blocked off for us. But like, it just dawned on me, like, I never said nothing because I don't want to get in trouble. But like, what the fuck were the tunnels there for? That girl not lying. Allie Carter not lying to y'all. There's tunnels everywhere.
He locked me in containers with his shipment of that were in there that didn't speak English. There were kids that were sick and that were already dying. There were babies. There were babies that were 6 years old, and I'll never forget them just crying, and everybody was just staring at them. Everybody was just staring at each other. Nobody knew whether or not to move. I was freaked out.
So you're telling me that the port workers that are currently on strike are hearing screaming children from the shipping containers? Now walk with me. Do we not know that Miss Allie Carter has spoken about underground tunnels and shipping containers? And what about all these movies out lately, like The Mother, in which J-Lo, her character, finds children in a shipping container? Miss Allie Carter has also talked about child auctions, child party savers at these Diddy parties. Let's not forget Kendrick Lamar's video for Not Like Us, in which he has people dancing in front of these shipping containers. Now, we all thought it was just a shot at Drake, but what if there was a bigger picture behind this? What about the fact that Diddy's Miami home allegedly is right near the Miami port? This is becoming a whole lot bigger than what we really see, and we all think it just starts with this little Diddy situation. No, as you can see, this goes way above his pay grade. And I know we've all seen The Sound of Freedom.
Is Allie Carter being silenced?
I'm sure she is. I hope it's not my fault. I made an outcry to her that I'm willing to talk to her.
I was at a Diddy party. I was one of the party favors. But I told you, nobody tells on Diddy. Maria Z, I did that interview in 2021. 7 months ago. We made sure, I already knew, that Diddy and Oprah is about to get arrested. I already knew that 7-8 months ago. We went and made sure there were sworn documents. We have them.
It was put upon my spirit to issue out that invitation to a conversation with Allie Carter. And ever since then, it's been a...
The first thing I wake up to this morning is a story about Allie Carter. Let me go ahead and sit down in these people's living room real quick. Which chair am I going to sit on? I'm going to sit on this one. Yeah, like, her story... First of all, this is a Diddy story, so if you don't want to hear it, just keep on going from right now. So Allie's story is she was a child party favor. A child party favor. Crazy. She was part of the Diddy parties and all of this other extra stuff. And she talks about some real serious allegations. And in the video, she says, we don't live in a world that you think. We don't live in a world that you think. And that hit me real good because it's like all a delusion. Like, people are really doing some stuff that you have no idea. And until it's exposed, you think that person is great. It's crazy. So just to explain real quick, a child Our party favors. So picture somebody like has a party and they have a table full of like fruits, like a charcuterie board with cheese and stuff like that. So she pretty much was on the table and everyone could partake in whatever they want. That means doing this. Like, I don't want to say because TikTok, well, but she got assaulted. And she said there was other kids there. And I'm listening to her story, she articulated it so well and gave us like a vivid picture of how things all went down that I am legit shocked. And I know we're learning everything that Diddy has done, but it's even more shocking because so many people participated. It's not just isolated to rappers and singers and stuff like that. It's a lot of other people, and they participated. And the you could hear in her voice the pain. She's recalling the things that were done, and she's trying to explain it. She did a good job explaining it. Y'all can go listen, put in her name. But she is shouting people out. She said CPS allows for this because the kids are pretty much AWOL. No one wants them. They're looking for homes. So they're like, these kids were expendable. So it didn't matter what happened to them because no one would be looking for them. What a freaking nightmare. And it's clever at the same time because it's true. The kids that are looking for homes in the system are often overlooked. And if no one picks them up for foster care, then they are just kind of floating around and just waiting. So who'd have thought about going to CPS to get kids? And why would you use kids for a Diddy party, knowing that they would get hurt and essayed and trafficked and everything else? This was a horrible, horrible story. Like her, it must have been like a 10-minute video. Like the way she explained things, if you guys go back if you have time, what she lived through was crazy. And she said she went numb because if she didn't go numb, the more you resist, the more it hurts. So she went numb and just allowed, because at the time she was 15, and just what can you do? If you resist it, it's gonna be more painful. And I was just like, wow. Not that I'm leaving a sign, Peters. I do not sit here. The sitting areas in Starbucks. Let me go ahead and walk. But yeah, y'all gotta go listen to that story. Diddy was using kids. That's another level. And she said no one's talking about the kids. And it's true. No one's talking about the kids because we didn't know. We don't know that was all included. So like, he has to go down. I'm sorry. This just goes to show you how much power he had. How much power he had that he could do and infiltrate so many different outlets, services, government agencies, like all, what? She said she was 15 at the time, and then also too that there were younger kids there. She also said that she was on all types of drugs and at the time, and she's like, if you see the video, she might look like she's laughing, but it wasn't funny, her thinking about it now, but back then she was a kid, so she laughed to get through the pain. We all know about the laughing through to get to the pain, because what else can you do? Where else can you pull that from? And she's like, she had to do it. She had to laugh. That's the only way that she survived. Man, she got a story. Somebody needs to bring this forward even more. But I'm just bringing this to you guys for more awareness. I was touched and hurt at the same time for her. And I'm glad she's telling her story, and I hope no one's going to come with a bull BS saying that, oh, she's lying, she just wants a bag, and da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, that's the world we live in, too. People don't believe you.
People are dying. Liam Payne fell. He fell from a 3rd floor balcony. Do you really believe that man fell? He just, oops. Really? Let's be real. Come on now. Dig. Because what connection did he have? What was he about to do? What connections? What was he going to say? Okay, a lot of people are like, how are y'all still alive? We move a lot. It's exhausting. We move a lot. Because when we realize that we're about to be sitting ducks, we get up and get out of the way. If you were to sit still, then you're going to fall from a 3-foot balcony. Or a third story balcony. The Biden laptop, when he's sleeping with his 14-year-old nieces, cousins, family, other children, and possibly my name will come up soon. Hunter has a 9-inch dick. You want to keep going?
I'm not gonna keep doing this though, because it comes out of my videos. That underground tunnel video that I just did is being edited right now. So here's the thing. We've had someone in our house. We're not stupid. And if we have cameras or mics or anything planned in the house, we're not stupid either. We've done that too. Just a normal day. But what I'm not going to do is I'll be damned if anybody gets to call me a liar and think that's going to be okay. Okay? Okay? All right? Now I'm going to let my mama start talking while I calm my ass down, and then I will get back to talking calmly. Mom?
When Allie was put in foster care, I was advocating for her, and I was reporting back, and I was writing reports and turning in reports to CPS based on the abuse that she was telling me that she was experiencing while in foster care. At first, they embraced me, and they were allowing me to have visitation with her. When I started making too many waves, they turned everything back on me. They filed a court order that said I was a predator to Allie, and they were telling me I was not allowed to have contact with her because they were trying to silence things, and they were using that as a means to scare me. CPS was in charge of Allie at that time. She was their responsibility. If they filed a court order that I was a predator or was harming her, they should have pressed charges, and they should have followed up on that, and they never did. Shortly after that, Allie went missing from CPS care. She was AWOL for over a year. After that year was up, they placed her with me. They said I was a good home and a good fit for her, and they allowed her to be placed in my home. Those are two opposite things in a very short time, but they do that to a lot of parents. That's a tactic they use to silence people, to keep control of the situation, to get people to look the other way. CPS is very corrupt, and it needs to be defunded. It's very evil what they do. They can remove children from any of your homes for any reason. It's irrelevant whether you're a good parent or a bad parent. If CPS wants to traffic your kid, they can come in and take your kid, and you really won't have a leg to stand on.
Now, CPS do not come for me, but I always gave you the side eye. Anyways, you can't come for me. I ain't got no children. I'm already an adult myself, so. Anyways, I always gave these people the side eye because I have friends who used to be in that system. And to me, there's always something strange about the way they treat those kids. There's always something strange about how they just pop out of nowhere with children that you don't even know who they belong to. It's like just random kids out of nowhere. And the way they be just, popping up out of nowhere, it's like they walk through tunnels and under the houses and stuff. They be popping up out of nowhere. And my thing is the way they treat these children and some of those family, and don't get me wrong, a lot of parents are great parents to those kids, especially when you don't have anyone. So it's good, you're glad to have someone that cares for you, or at least pretend they do, because they're really getting paid for it. But the way the system treats those children is diabolical. So supposedly this is a real footage of underground cities, which looks like real cities underground. But then also I think about like maybe these are the places, the locations that they use for movies. Because don't get me wrong, yes, some of them are CGI, but some are too real to be CGI. While I was down there, there was something that happened. I don't even know what to call it. There was something that sounded like an earthquake, something that sounded like people got into a fight. There was a shooting. I was taken from one room to another, and then from there, someone left me there. I started moving and trying to get out of where I was. I was with the friend that I came in with, who was freaking out. She was hyperventilating, she was crying, she was trying everything to get out, and it made us get deeper in. The lower you go, the harder it is to get out.
No one knows where the doors are. No one knows where the exits are. No one knows where some of these tunnels lead to. So it's not as easy to just say, I'm just going to get out, or I'm just going to try to find a way out. If you are walked in, you're escorted in, somebody has to help you get out. After what happened, we had to leave. Again, I don't know what was going on. I'm still not sure what happened that night. Maria, I am so sorry. I am like, my brain is I'm so sorry. I don't even know what's wrong with me right now. I'm being honest. I'm like stupid sweating and I don't even know what's wrong. But I'm fine. Okay. It's a very, very difficult topic.
So it's actually being reported that Ali Carter was in the Run This Town by Rihanna music video. Here she is with the do-rag in her mouth, but you can see from her the forehead and the eyes that it kind of does look like her if you're really looking. But she also said that it does look like her, but she doesn't remember being at the music video in the